Hiya, how are you? This is Andy Henderson, Sherpa Guidance, episode 91. It's great to have you here, and today the live is all about asking the question, answering the question, is it possible to actually design your own life, to create a life by design? And this is part of the reflection section. Fridays are reflection section. It's a time in the week where I always, talk to the forward thinkers about, take Friday, just take 10 minutes on Friday, just to really think and examine what you've achieved in the week. Just take a minute, take a brew, take a beer, take a glass of wine, and just think, right, what have I done this week to make progress? And just reflect on that week and see how far you've pushed on forwards. Remember where you were at the start of the week? How far you've come since that point. What things have you achieved? What obstacles have you overcome? It's a great feeling. And as you know by now, I'm on a mission. I want to impact the lives of loads of people. For 1 million people, business people, career people, people who just want to make a change, a transformation. And, I like to feel like I'm living the living embodiment of the life that I want people to lead when I work with them, And is it possible to create a life by design? Yes, it is. Life by design, it is possible. You're just going to set your stall out and define what you want, and then start making plans to get there. I mean, it's not easy though. I'm telling you, I make it sound like, in all these lives, I make it sound like it's the easiest thing in the world. It kind of is to design it, right? It's not so easy to put it out there and talk to people about what you're trying to achieve. Because when I first started talking about 1 million people and what I wanted to do, I was like embarrassed. I was like thinking it's too big and people are not going to believe me. But it's true, the more you say it, the more you say this stuff, the more it starts to become true, and the more you just live it. You live this kind of life. You live a life by design. You just do it, and part of the psychology is, understanding where you are, understanding where you want to be, and writing it down like physically, not typing it up, writing it down, because writing's like a mini rehearsal for doing. And I'll show you. In here, there's so many. Which one is it? I do Success GPS in my own business every year. I've got 3 of them here for the last 3 years, and here's the latest one. And it's full of writing stuff down. Look at that, that's a lion. That's it. That's what it looks like, the future. The destination, everything's written down, the whole plan, the whole design of the life and the business I want to live. And, things just click into place. One of the things I've been thinking about this week, reflection section, is, and I'll be honest with you, like, when I first started delivering Success GPS, the courses, I just wanted to do it end to end, and then I wanted to kind of leave them to it, because I was hoping that it would have a massive impact on people's lives, but I didn't work with them ongoing, and I was really retreating from doing any sort of monthly work with them and ongoing sort of retained work to help them implement the stuff, just in case it didn't work. So I was like, get them in the course, change the way they think, give them a plan, help them create this plan, this plan to create their dream business and dream life and stuff. And then kind of, right, okay, leave them to it. Hopefully it works. And for lots of people it did. But I really backed off from doing the retained work and helping them implement it and helping them become a true success. And then all of a sudden, people started asking me, will you work with me? Will you help me implement this stuff? And I did. And initially I was like, oh, God, I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm messing around with people's real businesses, and really, really, holding their hand and guiding them. But it started working. And I've got so many retained clients now that I work with. I've got so many clients that I absolutely love working with. I've got a choice as well. Guys, I've got a choice. I can say, no, I don't want to work with you. I've got a choice. I can say, yes, I want to work with you. I only work with people I want to work with, and people who love what I talk about, listen to what I talk about and implement it. Because we know by now, if you've listened to any of my lives, you know that knowledge isn't power. Contrary to what all the gurus say, knowledge isn't power. It's only powerful when you actually do something with that knowledge, when you actually implement what you've learned. And I think half of the power of working with me and me working with them after they've done something with me is to implement it, is to help them and guide them and hold them to account and implement the stuff. And it really works. And this week, I've worked with so many amazing businesses, VLC, Blackjack, I've worked with, Old Rock, the architects. I've got a new client starting next week. I've worked with 12 international business owners on Monday. I'm working with a mastermind group on Wednesdays and another mastermind on Thursdays, and I'm working with them to not only design their life and their business, but implement that into their business too. And the feeling I'm getting from actually watching them implement this stuff in and making it a success and feeling good and feeling confident about the future and what they're doing is just, it's absolutely priceless. I always wanted to do it, but I was always nervous about doing it and you know, a bit of imposter syndrome sometimes. You're always like scared that you might give some advice or you might do something, it might cause a problem, but as long as you're doing it genuinely from the heart, from your experience and what you believe to be true and what you've gone through before, and seeing that sort of idea or that sort of notion become a success and help you overcome some obstacles, then everything will be fine. Everything will be okay. It'll be fine. It'll be good. In fact, it'll be better than good. So it's been a really, 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 really valuable week in terms of making progress personally, professionally, in growth and helping businesses, and also just feeling like I am valuable to people. You know, Donna from Coppola again is another amazing, amazing, strong woman, very determined woman who I'm working with to create and implement the plan into her business and her life, and all aspects of their lives are evolving and just getting better. The way they think, the way they feel, the way they're behaving, the things that they're doing in the business is just constantly making progress, and it makes me feel it's just awesome. So, I mean, it's Sherpa Guys 91 today. I mean, I've nothing massively to tell you to blow you away. Just to say it is possible to live and build a life by design. I mean, I haven't designed a life that's going to give me millions and billions and squillions of pounds and massive mansions and all these fast cars and all this egotistical trappings of success. I've designed a life and designed a business that's going to make me feel good as often as possible. Do you know what I mean? Just designing a business and a life that's going to make you feel good as often as physically possible. What could be better than that? I don't think there's anything could be better. And yes, okay, I know I'm not showing off, I'm not bragging about it. And yes, there's dark days and there's bad days and there's obstacles and stuff, but you know, I don't want to be here preaching and bragging and whatever. And I'm not doing that, but I'm saying it's possible, guys. It's possible to really, really understand what you want to achieve in the future and just make some steps towards it. Understand the process you have to go through, understand the steps you want to take to get there, and then just start doing it. It's not difficult. It just, sometimes you just need a guide, and that's where I come in. You know, and I'm not going to run up the mountain and shout at you to get going faster. I'm not going to stand at the bottom and shout at you to keep going. I'm going to be at your side. I'm a Sherpa guide. I'm going to have your bags. I'm going to help you make the preparations. I'm going to keep us on track. I'm going to de-risk the journey because I've got knowledge of the terrain and experience of the journey as well. So, guys, I want to wish you a great weekend. It's a birthday weekend for the Hendos. It's my son's 13th, so he's just turned into an annoying Kevin-like teenager. So it's Oliver's 13th birthday today, so I'm going to go home now and I'm going to see Oliver. And it's my birthday on Sunday, and I'll send a little prize out for anyone who can guess how old I am, and the more flattering ones might get a better chance of winning the prize, but I'll send you a little something in the post. If you guess my birthday right, as long as you don't know me, like you're not one of my family members or my wife or my children, I'll send you a prize if you know my age on Sunday. Big weekend as well in terms of my health, because again, if you've been following me, I've created a course with Ben Clifton, who's a PT. We've created Health GPS that's going to help sort of middle-aged people get healthy and love themselves and love their physical health, love their mental health, love their nutritional stuff. I'm doing that. And this weekend, I'll be attempting a 10k run. And some of you out there might go, Andy, 10k, phew, I do that every weekend. But listen, I haven't run since I was 9 years old. I've run since January, and I think couched to 10k in 2 months. I'm going to be really proud of myself. So that's it. So I'm going to attempt that tomorrow, and then hopefully round Saturday off with a few beers and some nice food with the family, and go from there. And guys, we're coming out of lockdown soon, so all to play for, and the sun's shining. So have a great weekend. Keep your torch beams raised. Keep them raised. Keep them pointed at the positive. Keep them pointed at the future. Keep them pointed at your life that you're designing out and your business that you're designing. And wish you every happiness this weekend. Have a great time and see you very, very soon. Okay. Thanks a lot. And just remember, guys, you're one step away.